Testing, testing. Oh, my mic's back on. I think that's working. Bro, I'm off to bed. Chat soon. Thanks for hanging out, AJ. We'll talk soon. Catch up for a beer. Hope you had a good weekend, buddy. All right, we good? I think we're good. I'm going to get going over here. Yeah, we're getting people in the chat. YouTube, can we get some hype in the chat? Are you here from TikTok or just been notified on the YouTube? Bring up Streamlabs. Bro, I love you. I love you too. Chuckers for AJ. Get some hype in the chat for AJ. Can we see the yeet pile? It's all over the place. I appreciate you guys. Daniel, Toby, Tullis, is that how I say it? Sarah from TikTok. The ZM group, Josh. All right, I'm going to get into this repair before I talk too much because I'll get distracted. If you guys want, you're more than welcome to jump on over there, or you can just listen to me talk. We're getting into this iPhone 8 Plus, which has come in for water damage. We're only after the data out of this one, and we'll just see how it goes. While I'm doing it, I can still look at chat, so hopefully I can pay enough attention to chat on the TikTok stream and chat on the YouTube. Hey Bessie, what's going on? Should I just yeet everything? Yeah, you should yeet everything. How am I? I'm good, man. How about yourself? I can already smell the chlorine coming out this phone, or it's not, I don't know what the smell is. You can just tell when a phone's water damage. It's got like this, yeah, TikTok cap. You can just tell when it's got this kind of salty chlorine, kind of chemically smell. This one might have not been open before. Oh no, it has been. Oh look, you can see my TikTok down the bottom there in this YouTube stream. All in a day's work, mate. I reckon. Let's get it. Yeah, Claudia. I told ya. You could see straight away. It just looks a little bit salty. Not too great. Same over here on TikTok. Oh, I'm getting all sorts just falling all over me. But we're only after data here. We're not after a full repair. So we're just going to, I wish this camera could come a little bit closer, but that's the best that I've got for now. It's a little bit of a MacGyver setup. Well, hello there, young mate. What's going on? Not the first time? Definitely not the first time, Mr. Gray. What's going on, dude? How are ya? Hanging out this whole time, or you just popped in now? Jason, can we see the yeet pile? I gotta be honest with you, dude. The yeet pile is everywhere all over my floor. These parts are incredibly tiny. It's not exactly like you can just pull them up and find where they're at. They're very, very tiny. All I'm doing here, obviously, is just disconnecting the screen so we can get that out of the way, so we can get out the logic board, connect it to life support, and see what the GO is. See what kind of power we get from it. If it's going to start up, we'll probably have a short circuit being water damage, but, you know. Mr. Gray, I know, he's pretty awesome, man. Can we get some hype in the chat for Jared Gray? Hi from Ghana. Am I saying that right, Ghana? Hey, Stephanie, how are ya? Boy, I love your content, brother, from America. What's going on, man? How is it over in America? I'm sure it's a little bit tense at the moment. Not going to get into that topic, though. It will ruin, not to be selfish about it, but my mood and I guess everyone else's. Devastating. But anyway, phone repair. I won't go off on tangents. Not going to let my ADD control me there. Joe, love your content from UK. Appreciate it, man. Cambodia? Mate, Mr. Worldwide. What is it? Mr. 30, what does he say? Mr. 305. 305, that's right. I'm saying Ghana correct, apparently. Oh man, this aerial is corroded in. I'm going to have to use some brute force to get that out. Not good. I'll show you guys. So, yeah, see that? Completely corroded. And even if I'm not going to get that. That's all right. I can pry it out, be nice and careful with it. How did the back iPhone 11 go with a broken power button? How did the back... Sorry, what do you mean? Your fan looks like it's ready to lift off. Yeah, 100%. Am I single? Nah, man. Yeah, I am. I was about to say a joke, but it's probably... I'm not very good at thinking about... Yeah, I'm not even going to go there. My mind just goes too quick, and I need to be careful of what I say. Lol. What's digging? I just realised your hair is short. Yeah, it's... Sorry, guys. Just give me a sec. I have to pry this up very carefully here. Like that. Not very good, that one. Yeah, I got it cut. I went down to Sydney the other week, so I had to get it trimmed up. I will get this logic board out eventually once I get all these screws out. Normally it's a little bit quicker, but like I said, this corrosion has set in. Get that one out of the way. 45 on the YouTube. I love it, guys. Really appreciate it. Here from TikTok. Thanks a bunch, Lachlan. Good man, just woke up, taking the kiddo to the museum today. What museum are you going to, brother? I haven't been to a museum. I went to I think it was a Brisbane museum, the NASA. They had some NASA exhibit on, or space. I don't know if it was just about NASA, but all the space stuff that went down. So I guess they had maybe some cosmonaut stuff there as well. Russian stuff, not too sure, can't really remember. But they also had a dinosaur exhibit, which looked to be set in stone, where the NASA one was just like an exhibit they had on at the time. How did I get into phone repairs? I kind of fell into it, man. I'm not qualified at anything. I sucked at school. I was working at a Telstra store selling contracts and stuff, and I realised towards the end of my job there that I knew a fair bit about tech compared to the everyday person. Not a lot, but generally knew enough to educate the general public. So I started off doing like virus removals and data recoveries on computers and stuff like that, and then eventually turned into phone repair and then board level repair and the rest of it. The moment of truth, guys. So we've got that one out. Let's have a bit of a look underneath here. So that standoff screw, I had to rip that straight off. That's not going to matter. The phone will still boot. Even if we've got this severed. Hang on, I'll just switch that back so I can show you what I'm actually talking about. So even if that's completely severed and broken off from the board, the phone will still boot. I know that from prior experience. So that's that bit there, which I broke off the standoff screw over here because it was too rusted in. So if we have a look at it, that's once I get you adjusted and we can all see it. So that's where it was all rusted in. I couldn't get it out. We can see a fair bit of corrosion and crapola all around there. Looks good. Camera, rear camera along here, and front camera area looks good. Not that it's really going to matter because we're only after data. We're not after everything working. And even if we expose this stuff, all going to look pretty good under here. Oh, come on. Sometimes that peels up really easy, other times it don't. We're going to have to remove this shield. That's going to expose the CPU, so we can have a look at what kind of damage is in there. And all this area. This all looks... Is that nice? That's not good for you guys. Hang on. I've got to get this good for me and for you. There we go. And all this area. Even this all looks good. But... here's our NAND. This is where our storage is kept. Everything along here actually looks good. Here's a moment of truth though. We're going to peel off this sticker here and just start having a look. It's how you pretty much got to start all these kind of water damage ones. It could be anything, because of course the water can get absolutely anywhere. So wherever the water is and it's corroded, got in, is what will generally be damaged. Mate! Oh, I was about to say that looks pretty schmick, but straight away you can see that dude there. So that's Hydra, which is a charger chip. So that area has a bit of corrosion. I'm going to have to clean that up if I can get you guys focusing on it and looking at it. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure because my vision's slightly different than yours. So I'm just making sure that it looks the same. So yeah, Hydra, I'll have to clean up this area here. I'll probably replace him. This guy, we might get away with just cleaning. This guy doesn't look too good. He doesn't look too happy along here. And what about under door number 2? All right, look at the chat in a sec, guys. Kelsey Cannavale, how Max and I became friends. We sure did, buddy. That looks pretty good as well. I am hopeful. Now, of course, when I start getting in these repairs, ooh, that doesn't look too good. So when I first open these repairs like I have done live, I don't know what they're going to look like on the inside. It could turn out to be dud straight away and a bit of a rabbit hole. But this one I'm hopeful on straight away. So before I do anything, what I'm actually going to do is have a look underneath that CPU shield. I need to first, before I do that, sever this guy along here. It looks good, just showing TikTok. If we can, see, it can't focus. Jump on over to YouTube, guys. Come have a look. We got 62 people. What we're after. So we're going to pop off that shield to begin with. Where is, oh, lucky I have everything around me. My little clampy McClampster. So I can hold the board in place and be able to, look, I'm actually going to, no, I do need that so I can see. Here we go. I don't really like talking about temperature and stuff because everyone's settings are different, but I use like 385 at about 90, 85 air. And whenever I do it, I always, obviously, it goes without saying, separate this sticker along here, along the EMI shield. And then I always start off at the top. Hang on, I'm just going to get this out my way. Chuck this, I get my tweezers. Rather than trying to lift up on this EMI shield, is it going to fit? It's not going to fit. What's going on there? There we go. Oh, it's not going to do it. Hang on. One sec, don't make me a liar. I might need to use thinner tweezers. Yeah, I'm going to need thinner tweezers. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a sec. See that? I actually fit my tweezers underneath the shield because I don't want to pry up on it. I just want to let the tweezers do the work. So I fit them underneath it and then I smash it with a bit of heat. I'm going to give you guys a better angle at that though. So you can see this whole thing come off. The field of view, I've got a way better field of view than what the camera does. I need to invest in a better camera so we can actually, so you guys can see what I'm doing as well. But here, all I'm doing is melting the solder right around this EMI shield. You'll see it bubble up right next to the tweezers there, possibly. Come on. Now, like I'm mentioning, this is a CPU EMI shield, which kind of in the name, it's a shield that covers the CPU. So you don't want to sit here smashing it with too much heat because if you cook that CPU, this data job can turn into a nightmare. Just give me a sec while I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm just watching and feeling. Come on. Come on. That should have lifted by now. Why aren't you lifting? I'm going to stop that because I don't want to keep exposing it to heat. And I'm going to have a look at what's going on here. That all looks good. I wonder if that glue is preventing me from lifting it. Or I've got performance anxiety in front of all you guys. 98 in the YouTube. Absolutely love it. Appreciate it, guys. So what I'm going to do to sort that out is I'm going to switch down the temperature much lower, like around 90, and I'm going to remove that glue in between the FPC and the shield. I typically wouldn't have to do this, but like I said, call a spade, probably just a little bit shaky in front of you guys doing it live. Oh, come on, come over. See you later. Get out of here. Now I can get a better view on that. Now I'll try that again. Can we fit my more staunch tweezers under there? I can. So obviously it's slightly separated. All right, let's try that again. Take number 2. Come on. Now I can't jam them right underneath there because I'll knock the components that are underneath that shield. And you'll see what I'm talking about when you start to see that solder get really shiny. There we go. Oh, so close. Come on, buddy. I kid you not, it's never like this. Why aren't you letting go, mate? It's a little bit frustrating. Just a little bit. So what I'm going to do, wouldn't normally, but I don't want to cook it, like I said. Take it out of the holder, and I'm going to add some low melt solder to it. Where's my low melt? Where is it? It's somewhere around here. Here we go. Grab that. I'm sweating up a storm. She's getting hot. Grab some of this. And my flux. All today's work, mate. I reckon 100 on the YouTube. Really appreciate it, guys. Big time. So I'm just running some flux along this shield before I add some low melt to it. And then the low melt, just because on this corner, it's holding on for some reason. Right there. Get a bit, come on. There we go. Now I'm guessing, or not really guessing, educated guess. For whatever reason, what's going on in this corner here, it's just not lifting. Bugger it. Need a little bit more solder. So the low melt will mix in with the higher temperature melt solder, and then it'll make it easier to lift. And all I'm doing there is just making sure that I'm not adding unnecessary heat to something that can be done easier. But like I said, normally I'd be fine. Stage fright, doing it live. We're doing it live! All right, let's try that again. Back in the Clampy McClampster. And heat gun. Let's go. The other thing as well is that my heat gun may... Oh no, there we go. I was about to say my heat gun may have... The more you use it, the more the temperature becomes stuffed up in it. So you need to change like the... come off. So you need to change the coil. So like the... I don't know, the element. That's it. The element in there. Man, I'm sweating from that. But the element can go bad. So what used to work can get harder, etc. But it was fine last time I was using it. Only a couple, like yesterday, earlier today. My heat gun went the other day. What a pain. This is what I'm talking about. Maybe mine's gone. Not too sure. What have we got going on? All the night's work, mate, I reckon. Why am I here? Just tell me. Claire, what are you talking about? The anticipation. I know. All the vids, I all like this vid, guys, from him. I appreciate it, man. Ben retracted his message. What's the software you use that shows the bottom board diagram? That's ZXW, man. Reason why I moved that shield, obviously, like I was saying before, for those who are paying attention, was so I could expose this whole CPU area. So I can make sure that there's no water damage around here and it all looks pretty schmick. And to be honest with you, check that out. It looks good. We don't have any issue along here. We're good. I reckon it's going to be this Hydra chip, this guy here, and possibly this guy. Now, I just have to find out what that is over on our schematic. I hope it's not a coil. Love the TikToks. Thought I would watch the live. Really appreciate it, man. Max, can you extract data from an iPhone that has corrupt software? If it's corrupt, as in error 26, 25, 78, unfortunately not, man. We want to see the yeet pole. I can yeet this. Yeet! We won't be needing that anymore. iPhone 8 Plus. Just hang tight, guys, while I bring this up. Actually, can I chuck this in the... I might be able to chuck this. Windows capture? Windows capture. Is there a display? No, I don't want display capture. I want window capture. Window capture, ZXW. Okay. There you go. Now you guys can see what I'm looking at as well. Okay. But can I make that its own thing? I shouldn't be doing this live. ZXW. Okay. The name is already in use. ZXWS. Come on. There we go. Windows capture. Sorry guys, just one sec. Add existing. There we go. Now I can switch it from, get out of here, ZXW covering my face. Remove. Sorry, I should have had that sorted beforehand. But we're going to open up our schematic here. This is Hydra, the guy that has all the corrosion on the end here before that I was showing you guys. And then this is the big boy over here. He's just a capacitor. And there's also a resistor over here that I'm worried about. I think it's this guy here. Let's go back. Let's go back and have a look at that. Oh no. I think that might also be a resistor. Oh wait, am I wrong? Cat. That is a filter. Go back over here. So this guy here, He's our Hydra accessory down here at the bottom. Hydra accessory 2 to Hydra accessory 2 connection. So he'll come up and connect to our Hydra chip, which is over here. Oh man, let's just get into it. Overhead cam, microscope cam. So this is what I'm showing you guys here. That guy there's a filter. He talks to this chip over here, the Hydra, and we've got a cap here. Before I do anything, I'm going to clean it up. You're my neighbor, bro. Yasmin Mitchell. Go over to the YouTube and you can see. You're my neighbor, bro. What? I'm your neighbor. Can't see anything. Yeah, guys, I'm on. Oh, the Q&A disappeared. Max Hawker on my YouTube, guys. Why did that Q&A disappear? Someone dropped Q&A. I don't know. It's gone off. It's totally gone off YouTube. This is a mess. Twisted. What's that? Twisted resistor. Yeah, why not? Oh, from Liverpool. People are really be going /cam2. I don't want to break you guys' hearts, but that does absolutely nothing in live. So yeah, all I'm doing is just cleaning up this board. You're my neighbor, as in I'm your neighbor or someone else is your neighbor. Do you have a favorite brand iron? I use Weller as my soldering iron, and I use a quick 861 DW. I'm not leaving until you yeet something away. I'm going to yeet that Hydra chip, no doubt. We'll see what happens. I'm not just going to remove it for no reason. This one might be pretty straightforward. Yeah, let's find out what happens. I mean, we'll find out. Change your broken screen. It can be easy, can be hard. All I'm using here, guys, is a trusty old Smiles toothbrush. Cleaning the logic board here. It's not ESD safe, but I've never had any drama. So many people in my industry go, it's not ESD, you can't do that. Oh well, it works for me, Budge, so I don't know what to tell you. And then I'm using Shalite, which I pick up from Bunnings Hardware, mate. Don't even have a sponsor. Pixel 6 screen. Don't know if I can fix that, to be honest. I can, but Pixels suck, bro. They're awesome to use, but to work on, man, I touch those and they just fail. And then I don't have schematics and stuff like that, so it becomes real hard. I forgot about these caps up here. These are all on a VCC line, so a main power rail. I can't really go too vigorous with that because I'll snap this arm off, and I want to avoid that if I can. You're my neighbor for real, bro. How do you know? Close to the church there. Do you live in the big... Yeah, I am. Do you live in the big church? The big church. The big house next to the church or in the units? Don't go doxing me. Don't tell people the address. That's funny. I read that before and I was like, what are you talking about? Is that a... What? What's digging from the Philippines? Sorry, I can't read that word. No, I won't. Are you in the unit or the main house out the front? Guys, now the moment of truth. Let's jack it into life support. Now that that's done, we're going to smash into life support, switch her on, and we're going to see what kind of power we're getting out of it. I've got my trusty iPhone 8 Plus. No, not the house, the unit. You're a legend, mate. Really appreciate it. I'm in the unit. Oh, you would know which unit I'm in if you've called me out. Bro, I live across the road from you. Sure you do. Adam, is it easier to change your own broken screen? Just give it a go, man, as long as you're happy for the risks. Yeet the Q&A. It's not working, is it? All right, guys. So I've got it plugged in. Let's move this one out of the way. Is it going to focus? Give us a focus. Plugged into the power over here. We're going to switch her on. We've got a short circuit straight away. You guys want to see a bit of a blizzard? We've got to make a bit of a blizzard. I'm going to bank on these guys up here being short, I reckon. And something, it could also be Hydra. But let's see. Grab this dog. Make a bit of a blizzard. Yeah, we're going to do it. Just got to pin it down. And see if anything melts along. Hey, see that straight away? But he's our MOSFET, so we're not going to worry about him. He's not even connected to ground. So the thing that gets hot is always the shortest line, like the thinnest line, sorry. So we're going to leave it on for a second, see if anything else pops up around here. Dun, 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 dun. No, nothing. Now we're going to move up to along here. So yeah, it needs to be on ground. For it to short to ground, it needs to be on ground. And it can't be that MOSFET. And I just found him. You ready for this? Hang on. You ready? Check this out. That's our boy! So yeah, can't be the MOSFET. The MOSFET ain't connected to ground, but this guy is, and you ready for this? We're just going to give him a gentle knock. Just really gentle. Come on. There you go. Yeet him away. Where is he? Is that in there? Yeah, it is. Guys, we've got our short here, TikTok. This little cap here, if it's going to focus. Hang on. And yeet it away! My neighbours aren't going to appreciate that. Does a lady that lives in the same units as me hear me screaming all night doing that? We've still got a short, guys. There's something else that's short along here, and I reckon it's going to be... Nothing there. I reckon it's going to be one of these caps, guys. Come on. Nothing? We'll go back down the bottom here and see if there's another short that's going to reveal itself. Oi! I don't think that was shorted. I think that was just touching this sticker. I must have knocked it. Just give me a sec. I'm going to completely get that away. Yep, short gone. That was just a sticker, guys. We can ignore that. So that sticker has some kind of like, it's an EMI sticker, so electromagnetic interference sticker that covers here. I don't know if they help. I'm sure they do. I'm not an electrical engineer. I don't know what I'm talking about. So can we see down? If you jump on over to the YouTube, type in Max Hawker, you'll find me on there with 97 other beautiful human beings. Using my microscope here, we just found the short on this guy. We're now going to try and connect a screen and prompt it to boot. This stuff, I'm telling you, I don't know why I just disconnected that because I'm on autopilot, not paying attention to what I'm doing. My ADD, what? All right, so we're going to plug it back in. Connect to screen, and if we get the live repairers on YouTube, thanks for helping out, man. I really appreciate you shouting out. I did have a pin before, but it will boot. Are you shorted? Because guess what I'm getting? I'm getting a it's a spiking. It's like a 6 milliamp. I don't know, 6 milliamp, maybe 60 milliamp, 6 to 60 milliamp spike when I first turn it on. We'll see if we get a boot. Glad to see you back. If you ever need anything repaired, I'm sending it to you. Really appreciate it, man. But I like your positivity, John. Let's see if it does boot. Come on, get in there. Get in there. The moment of truth, guys. Yeah, much better view. This is even better than the TikToks. Really appreciate it, man. It looks like it's trying to boot, but it ain't. It jumped all the way up to 400 milliamp and then started cycling between 400 and 200, and that ain't a boot cycle. And I should have got a screen. So I reckon if we do that again, but I chuck it over, I know this camera is not as good as the one that you guys can see. I reckon that hydra is going to be our issue. Come on, melt. Maybe I'm wrong. You know what? I'm going to swap it out anyway because that's where I've seen the corrosion at. So if you guys can give me 1 sec while I not only clean up this board, just because it's got this gas that's now condensated all around it, but then I'm going to go grab a hydra chip and swap that out as well. It ain't booking. Well, iPhones don't technically book. MacBooks book. What do you use to create the blizzard? I use some freeze spray. I just get this from AutoPro, man. It's just Servosol electronic freeze spray. Premium quality, powerful refrigerant for instant cooling of electrical components. No idea. It's non-corrosive, non-conductive, and it's safe for me to use, so that's what I use. Are we going to get a live yeet? I yeeted something before, to be honest with you. Oh, didn't mean to do that, Soz. How many customers do I get from TikTok? To be honest with you guys, prior to TikTok, I still had a pretty good business going on and everything like that. But ever since I started putting out content, you guys have literally changed my life. Not only have I always wanted to put out content since I was like young as, like 13, 14, watching all the OG first gen YouTube creators before there was even like people even cared about creators and all the rest of it. But I never had any reason to make content. And then I created a business, ipso facto. Put myself in a position where, for whatever reason, I could start putting out content about repairs, and I'm surprised every day about what it does for me. So I appreciate it very much, Lee. How far does your chair go back? Goes back all the way, absolutely all the way. 131, guys. You guys make my day. All right. So we've now got the short gone from over here. We had some corrosion on this dude over here, our hydra chip. So I'm going to remove him and replace it with another hydra because I reckon that will sort our problem and probably sort our short, but we'll find out. It was upside down on YouTube. What was upside down on YouTube? Don't tell me my stream was upside down. There we go. Just 1 sec, guys. I'm just going to go grab another chip. Oh, that's close. Bruh. I've almost run out of hydra chips. So that's this dude. Just here. So unlike the caps that you guys always ask if I bother replacing, I don't most of the time when they're just shorted caps. Oh, come on. Get focused. But a chip, I do have to replace. Oh, where did he go? Here he is. So that dude there, that's the chip that we're going to replace. He's tiny as you can see. I'm going to go back over here. So I'm trying to do this repair as quick as possible without also being rude and ignoring chat, but also not just paying attention to chat. Do you understand my conundrum? We're going to chuck down a little bit of flux. And then we're going to smash it with a bit of heat. Give it some flux. You guys know where do I get my parts from? All over the place, man. For chips, if you're after a good, reliable supplier, in America there's a company called Mobile Centrics. That's where I get a few of my chips, especially when I'm stuck. But China, I've got a supplier, a main supplier over there as well. I can't suggest Chinese suppliers though because they're so hard to deal with. Not saying that they're... Oh no, where's that go? Almost lost my hydra chip. Just hit him with my hand. Right, so now we're going to smash hydra with a little bit of heat. I'm just going to be conscious of this dude here, which is Nand. We don't want to heat him up too much, and we definitely don't want to heat up the other chips around him. So we just need to get the right position. Oh, and I'm hitting my lav mic there as well. Sorry if I'm making knocking noises. So once he's nice and heated up, we can go in there and grab him. And then you'll see, once he's lifted, come on. Come on. There we go. And what do you know? See that area right there? That's a bunch of corrosion. And then once I flip this dude, oh, come on. Flip. And he's not too bad on that side. But that chip breaks really easy. Get rid of him there. We're going to chuck down a little bit more flux. And then we're going to come in with our iron. And I'm just going to clean up those factory pads. See, electrical overstress damage. What's electrical overstress damage? Max, did you get my email? We are looking for an ambassador. Spare part wholesaler. Can you send me another email and say, hey, I was in your chat? Because I ignore a lot of that stuff, to be honest with you. So many businesses are like, hey, come do this, come do that. And I just ignore them most of the time. Come on. He's not really coming. What's going on with my... Is that not hot enough? Well, that's not hot enough. Jeez, that's stage fright. Doing this live is a totally different kettle of fish. I get to be a bozo on my own, but doing this live in front of people, nah. I just expose myself, mate. Flux makes this solder stick to metal. Flux helps solder flow, and it also clears up corrosion. So any kind of contaminants in the actual metal, so it stops oxidization and stuff like that, which means you get a good join. I do buy broken brick phones, but very rarely, only when I absolutely need them. Most of the time I come across them pretty easy. I'm just cleaning up that corrosion. Just with a little bit of low melt solder and my iron. And making those pads nice and even so I can chuck down the new chip. What's digging? General physical damage caused by shorts is what we call most IC failures. It is the general damage caused by shorts. Sorry, I might be reading that wrong. I can only concentrate on like 0.8 thing at one time. And then again, guys, all I'm doing here is using some shellac, clear it up before I chuck down a nice new amount of solder. Look at that, the prep, mate. It's good looking. 137 here, and you guys literally rock my world. I don't know how, it dumbfounds me. I just appreciate your support so much. Literally, so much. 43 likes! Let's go, man. So, that's probably a little bit too much flux. Whoops. Whoopsie. So I'll just blow it out with a little bit of heat. Get out of there, mate. Chill good. And then we're going to take our new hydra and we're going to chuck it down, mate. Come on. Get off. Get off. Now the positioning part's a little bit tricky, but after doing it X amount of times, you get used to it. Right about there. Want to smash it with a bit of heat. And then that will stick. Come on. All right. So it's not fully down. I just did that to position it because I don't want to be touching it with the tweezers the whole time. Just long enough that then I can keep hitting it with some heat. And the surface tension of the solder will bring it in place, and you'll see it dance in a second. Come on, do it for us, baby. Dance for me. See that? It moved, and then it's going to move again. And there we go. Gee, and they're nice and good. Hey brother, my PS4 beeps when I turn it on. PS4s are hard, man. Like, they're almost worthwhile just replacing, you know? So I'll have a look at the chat. I'm just skimming. Do you replace the tiny chips that you do? Wait, that's what I'm replacing now. The hydra chip that we've just needed to sort out. Daddy? Brooke says, Daddy? Max, your TikToks always make me smile. All in a day's work, mate. Really appreciate it. Get an Xbox. No, PS4's where it's at, brother. Xbox is a kid's box, is what me and my mates used to call them. I'm just letting that cool down. As you can see, even the alcohol evaporates straight away when we touch it. I say this guy, Lewis Rosserman, he's got like a fan extractor that he calls Rapid Cool Technology to help cool it down quicker. My Rapid Cool Technology is making it wet with my shellac. Come on. Got Max to say hi both nights. Yeah, for sure. As long as I catch it. I got you on TikTok and YouTube. Really appreciate it, man. Big time. Upgrade to a PS5. Can anyone even get a PS5, Bart? Let's be real. Sarah, do you have the connections? Melbourne. Hey, Simon from Melbourne. Evaporate cooling. 100%. Well, it's cool enough to touch. It's not real hot anymore. We're now going to switch back to our dude over the top here. Hopefully that means... I probably should have connected it to power when Hydra was gone. Because then if it still had that draw, I would know that it's not Hydra. And I'd be able to keep going down the rabbit hole. But hey, I don't think about these things. I just do. Hip fire, mate. What do you do? Hip fire. How long you been hip firing for? My whole life. Max, I watched your stream on YouTube and told you to say daddy. Oh yeah, I remember. Daddy? Yo, mate, what do you repair? I repair heaps of stuff. What are you talking about? Moment of truth? Bruh. We've still got that short going on. I'm prompting to boot. Prompting to boot. It's only a partial short, but so it's not like shorting out massively. What's getting hot? What is getting hot? Let's have another look under a microscope and see if we can find anything else that I've missed. You know what? Just for good measure, I'm getting rid of these guys. See ya. See ya. Bye. These guys are coming off easy. I wouldn't be surprised actually if that was our problem. Can I get rid of those two small guys there as well? Yes, I can. They're all caps. So, sorry, you guys didn't even see what I did then. I got rid of the 4 guys along here, and there's 2 small guys along here. I'm then going to give it a bit of a brush. Then let's connect it back to power. That may be it. May be our problem. Maybe. Much better. Hey, but let's see. Not having a short and then getting a boot are 2 totally different kettles of fish. So let's find out. I think I'm going to give it a sec before I jump to conclusions. Come on. Prove me right, Daddy. That may be booting. So before I keep it going, I'm going to connect the screen to it and we're going to see if we're getting an image. Can you leave caps off? Yeah, you can. In this case, this is just for data recovery, so I've gone a bit ham. I've removed 5 so far. Would I send back a phone like that? No. If I was just removing 1 or 2, sure, but not in this condition. Come on, screen. Connect on. Camera. Camera what? What's about the camera? Jan? I'm asking you from YouTube chat. Caps kind of act like a battery. A battery stores power, but takes a while to charge up and then distributes the power over time, where a cap does that a lot quicker. So it stores energy really quick and distributes it really quick, but it also filters DC to clean it up. Guys, I don't know if you can see that. Rubbish. Let's get a better angle on that. Can you see that on YouTube? That's a charger light. We're getting a charger light! So now this time, we're just going to disconnect all that. We're going to leave power on without the charger dock connected. We have power, kinda. I'm connected to DC power supply, so the phone should boot. It shouldn't be telling us that we don't have battery. I could also have a faulty hydra chip, because that's a charger chip, and I just replace that. But give me a sec. What I'm going to do, I prepared one earlier, is my very own charger dock. And I'm actually just going to connect this one to the charger dock to tell it to boot. And then we're going to see what happens from there. Come on, get in there. Oh man, it's not getting in there proper. Give me a sec, guys. I'm just pinching my charger from my phone here. Are we going to get a booting phone? No, we're still getting a flat battery symbol. What could be the go? I reckon it could either be my shoddy work with the hydra chip. There could be one of those lines on hydra that are gone. That charger dock popped off way too easy. I'm going to try that again. What's digging? Same as his lives. What's same as my lives? I want to know too. What is Adrian? How do you get data back to the customer? Do you send it back with the phone? If I can send the phone back to them working, that's how I'll do it. If not, I'll extract all the data either using like data recovery software and iTunes backup. Most of the time, they're just after photos and videos. So I can send that to them all. Why isn't that going in? So I can send that to them just by extracting their photos, videos, chuck it on a USB and send it all back that way. Was it originally from water damage? It was. It wasn't too severe, but it was enough that it's going to be a bit of a pain in the backside, I reckon. Now let's see, because I'm confident I've got that charger dock in proper. But yeah, there's a few different ways. International customers, sometimes it doesn't make sense to send things back, so I'll upload it to a Dropbox and then give it to them that way. Come on. Oh, I don't even have, damn it. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. Sods, guys, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Come on. Plug in. That one. No. It would help if I also plugged it in. Pay attention to what I'm doing, Max. Come on. And we've still got a battery sign. All right. So we're going to go down the rabbit hole and see where that's connected to and where the damage could be. You use genuine products. Some genuine, some not, but mostly not. Is this your full-time job? Yeah, I've been doing this for 7 years. So let's come over here and we'll have a look. Now, oh, I'll flick you guys back over here. Now, something that I'm sus of is the corrosion. If you guys were here from the start, the corrosion around this charger chip was this whole area here. So it may even be one of these dudes. I'm just going to check if there's a short on one of these lines. With my multimeter. I love your TikToks. Really appreciate it, Lauren. Oh, Laura, sorry. Sorry, I'm terrible. I'll just see stuff in my brain. How about giving the main board a bath and an ultrasonic cleaner? I hardly ever use. I used ultrasonic when I very first got into this, and then I hardly ever. I hardly ever do it, to be honest. Oh, good, good. That's fine. I reckon it could be this dude here, because he's a filter. And where does he go? Where does he go? Bruh. Oh, man. That's not very fun. That cap there. I reckon he's blown apart. Well, my multimeter says different. So that filter goes to these pins over here on the charger dock to underneath the hydra over here. It may be my shoddy work from my hydra. I'm not too sure. Sounds like a bad one, just yeeted away. No, we need the data out of it, mate. We're not going to give up. We don't give up like that. What is all that? Bruh. You kidding me? Dude, is that solder paste? If I knock some solder paste in there because I'm an amateur, bruh. I think I did. Oh, man. What does that relate to? Mesa boost. That's just a home button. No, we good. We good. We good for that. Ignore that. I think it's going to be a shoddy hydra. Hopefully I can sort it out. Hopefully. We're just going to switch out hydra again, guys. Because that's what I did before. We're then going to connect it back to power after I remove hydra. And then if it's still no good, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Focus, mate. There we go. What's digging? Would I be able to send your phone? Yeah, for sure. Just jump on my website, man. Hawker it. Fair play. Max, you simplify it. When I've watched others, all seem to say their codes of line. In the codes of line. What do you mean in the codes of line, man? Someone else's spooge, mate. Come on, come out. Come out. There we go. How much do you want for How much do you want for an iPhone X? How much do I want? You would have to jump on my site, man, and check it out. I'm kidding. There's a charge symbol before you changed. Not kidding, but there was a charge symbol before I changed Hydra. Was there? Did you see a charge symbol before I changed Hydra? Am I trolling myself? I might be trolling myself. Uh-oh. Yeah, it did. Oh no. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it did, or yeah, I did. So let's figure it out. Let's see what happens when I plug it in. Yeah, I saw the symbol as well. I completely missed it. I appreciate you guys catching that. Ah, she's still hot. So, charge symbol beforehand. Because it shouldn't do that. It's saying that it's flat. And what detects it's flat? That would be a gas gauge. And the gas gauge is... I'll show you where the gas gauge is on this. The gas gauge is a little thing, battery, gas gauge, those two dudes there. Let me swap you guys. Oh, you already see. Come up. And this one here, come up. Oh, come on. Come on. These dudes here, they're the gas gauges. So they detect how much, what battery percentage is that, and how to charge it, etc. Switch, or not how to charge it, that's Hydra's job. There does look to be a little bit of crud there. But what kind of crud is it? That's another question. Let's clean it up. So bad. The camera, what I see and what the camera sees are two totally different things. Yeah, it was there. I appreciate you guys catching that, because I didn't. They're these two guys here. They look fine to me. All looking good to me. Yeet him away. Screw just rolling around there. Oh man. I really hope this is successful doing this in front of y'all. Otherwise, take my IT badge. Take my phone fixer badge. Lol, Adam. What's Adam saying? I think the flux capacitor's gone. It is 100%. I cooked it. That dude there, he's testing his open line. All I'm doing now, guys, is just checking the diode readings. Because I just want to see if there's a connection between this dude here at the bottom here and these guys up here. Which there is. And there is on the other side as well. Lit! Alright, now with Hydra gone, I'm going to plug it back into power and see if we've still got that power draw. And then if it is, I'm going to bother replacing it and see what happens again. Rinse and repeat. Come back here. Hey, your vids inspire me to try and buy my own battery replacement on an iPhone 7 and a slice of home button ribbon cable. It depends on where the slice is. Sometimes we can run jumpers, other times we can't. To repair that, to be honest with you, being an iPhone 7, it's probably not worthwhile. You'd just be better off getting an aftermarket home button, which means you lose Touch ID. We generally only do that when we make mistakes ourselves. I'm still getting that short. That current draw. Bloody hell. Oh, well, let's try and replace Hydra and see what happens. Worldwide repairs. Yeah, I sure do. What would be the best way to get into motherboard repairs? Give it a crack. Literally, just give it a crack. It's me again, Carla Trimblebet on YouTube. What's going on? Trimble. Maybe it stepped on a bee. Ooh, I can't do the face, but God, that's funny. My dog stepped on a bee. What do we reckon? Does Johnny Papa, win the trial on Tuesday? Our Wednesday, Australia's Wednesday, but they're Tuesday. What happens, do we think? I know we're Team Johnny. Everyone's Team Johnny. But is that what happens? Does he win? No, sadly. I agree, unfortunately. Oh man, did I not bring my other Hydra chips? Bruh. I did. In our view, yeah. What AFL team? I don't watch AFL, man. I get into UFC, to be honest with you. But AFL, not so much. But if I had to, it'd be Brisbane Lions, because that's my dad's team. Let's give this another go. Oh, get on there. Get on there, you dog. Line up. Oh, it's not getting on there. I'm getting stage fright again, guys. Doing it in front of yous. Come on. And like I said, that NAND is right next to it. I don't want to overcook that. No, definitely don't. There we go. Chuck down a little bit more flux. Look, now she's going to come flying away because I didn't get her on properly. Oh no, I did. Get on there. See what gets hot. That chip at the moment, after doing that, I'm going to have a look at that underneath the microscope, make sure it's on there. When are you selling your left leg to get official Apple repair tools? I'm not. 100% not going to. Can you ever use too much flux? Can't ever use too much flux. True. Don't want to drown it because then you'll float things. Smash it, hit it with a bit of flux. How does it line up? Surface tension. So the balls inside the chip will touch the pads on the board, and then as it does that, the surface tension will grab them together. Can we see if we've got contact here? Can we get a view? We can't. I'm just trying to see. No. No, we can't see that. I tried. Let's go back. Now, the difficult part about this is, if one of those gas gauges are gone, that's pretty unlikely. I don't really see gas gauges gone too much. But the problem is I'll have to buy them in. Yes, it is a joke. Hang on. Are you saying the Apple? Oh, yeah, 100%. That's a joke. That scope is amazing. It's pretty cool. I think it's 7 times 45, 7 by 45. Is changing the camera on an iPhone X tricky? Removing the screen, if you haven't done that before, you might cause damage. And I don't know. It depends on what you call tricky, to be honest. Where do you buy replacement screens and components from? All over the place. I've got like maybe 5 or 6 different main vendors, and then I'll use whoever where I can get them from. Is my Mac done? Andy, when did you send in your Mac, mate? If I haven't touched base with you, more than likely not. What did I study to get into this? I didn't study anything. Just got into it, mate. Get out of there. All dirty. Yeet. Andy. Last 2 weeks. Yeah, man. Unless it was urgent, you'd still be in the queue, brother. If it is urgent, I'm definitely sure that it wasn't urgent. Do you fix GHD straighteners? I can give it a go. 100% give it a go. I'm just waiting for this to cool down, guys, before I jack it in. Starting to feel pretty good. Moment of truth. So how did you learn all this stuff? Just on the go, you know? You give it enough of a crack, eventually you'll get there. Someone's trying to join the live, so I can't see the chat for a sec. Alright, it looks a bit different, but I'm still not sure. Just that charger up the top there feels funny the way it goes in. Come on. $300. Sorry guys, I'm just reading the power. I don't think it's getting a boot. And unfortunately I don't have any spare gas gauges for this. I mean I do, I'd have to rip them off another board, but I would put that on the back burner until I pull apart that board. Nah, we're still getting a charge symbol. Bruh. Come on. That's so frustrating. So, oh, don't want to knock you guys. Get back up there. So, I'm just going to go over it again. It all looks good along here. What does that look like? All that looks good. Why aren't you stopping? Shush. Sorry guys, I'm just having a quick look at this. Peel off this bit. Come on, come up. I hate this adhesive. Yep, she all looks good. Oh, hang on. That's not good. Neither is that. Little flakes of metal there from... no, I doubt it. No, that won't be our issue. And we're just going to have another look over here. The only other issue we had was there was corrosion on these bits here, but this is all testing fine. I'm a little bit sus on this filter here, but not over the top. Do we have any thoughts in the chat? Throw shit at a wall and see what sticks. What's your working hours? Well, right now it's 10:11 on a Sunday and I'm working. So I'll work whenever that there's work, and I take intermittent breaks all the time. Whatever works. There is a little bit of corrosion there, but I don't reckon any of that's going to be our problem either. Oh, that's pretty low. Just give me a sec, guys. I'm just going to have a look at what line that is. Oh, no way. Bruh. Corrosion popped off a capacitor. Well, I've already popped off 5. Not looking very schmick. No, it's not. But when I'm testing that line, that is not the right reading at all. What's that dude there next to the Wi-Fi? I see. That dude's. I'll show you that. You know what it is? It's because I'm paying, and I'm not at all saying it's a bad thing, but it's because I'm streaming. I want to do these content, but I'm not paying too much attention. See this guy? He's going to come off so easy. Look at that. Now let's see if that line changes at all. No, still 45. So when I'm saying 45, what I'm talking about is diode reading. And we can see, oh, peel back. I'm going to flick those guys back as well. Maybe I'm just being too sloppy because I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing and I'm talking at the same time. I'm a guy. I could do 0.8 things at a one time and I'm max, which means I forget what I'm doing all the time. Not very good at multitasking. Anything to do with heat applied earlier, shield off? Nah, definitely not, because if it was and I cooked the CPU, we wouldn't even get to the charger light. You would also know because you'd see all these like solder balls pop up around the CPU. But there is all this crud along here. But they're not testing as a full short and it's definitely not getting hot. And I don't want to, this is a point, there's a degree of winging it where you just remove caps that look bad, and also a point where you don't want to just go ham at them and just remove whatever. There's this dude in here. See him? He looks real gross, but he's right in there. So let's have a look at what line he's on. Yeah, see, he can't be. 1V8 line. No, not our problem. This your full-time job? This is all I do, man. 100%. Metal bit on the bottom right. That's around Mesa Boost, so I don't think it's that. Mesa Boost being to do with the home button lighting up your screen when you press in the home button. Oi! Look at that. Miss him. See, hang on, I'll point him out on the stream. See him, how gross he is? I'm just going too quick, guys, sorry. I should be paying more attention to that. And look, he's on our line. He's going to come up real easy. Yeah, I'd say I keep even getting distracted myself when I'm trying to explain myself. Come on, come up. Oh, come on. Because I'm trying to pay attention to the stream and also what I'm doing here, I'm not really going full ham on this, which I should be, but at the same time, I want to talk to you guys. Come on, come up. There we go. That's what we want. Now I'll go back and test the line. We're getting 45. Not our cap. 0.6. What's that guy next to him? No, that's our CPU line, so that's fine. Anything else there? If you guys see anything that jumps out that I'm not talking about, mention it, drop it in. TikTok, I follow you, really appreciate it. Now top left. Now top left. Which top left? Do you mean this guy up here? Is that who you're talking about? How long do you give it a go before you just yeet it away? I'll generally put it on a back burner and come back at it another day, so then that way I'm come back with fresh eyes. Can't you just trick the circuit through schematics and tests? No, the current screen, top left. Oh, I see that. Are you talking about that little silver dude? I missed that. I can't get in there. Let's get something thinner in there. Is that what you're talking about? Awesome. I miss him. I legit can't even get in there. And I can't move those caps because they're important. Maybe this one. Yeah, that dude got get in there. Come on. I don't think he'll be a problem. I can't even blow him out. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Let's see if it gets hot. I don't think it will. But if it does, rip. That's going to be a pain in my backside. But I appreciate you pointing that out. Hey, Chris, what's going on? I'm getting trolled. Hard. I'm not doing very well, mate, in this repair, is what I'm saying. Let's see what happens when we freeze it up and try and turn it on. Please don't be that dude. No. Nothing. Not much. I always just watch your TikTok, came across YouTube. Really appreciate it, man. Nothing. And that's all just normal melting. Let's try that again down here. Get you a better view. The problem is it's only a really short, small current, so I wouldn't expect anything to pop out. Try that again. Like those, you need a lot of current draw to be able to make it obvious what's happening there. Oi! Did I just catch something? No? Why did that just do that? Oh man, I'm getting trolled big time. What's going on, bro? What is going on with this? You can also try and say hello. It's nearly my birthday. Hello, Monique. How are ya? Are you working from home? I am. Do you got a misso? I don't. Dude, this is all I do. Don't have time for a misso. I'm getting trolled by this one big time. Tigris, and all of a sudden it just went short and decided to get real hot on Tigris, on MOSFET, sorry. There's a short there now. What's shorting? Oh God. Let's try that again then. At least it's a full short now, but I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything. All right. Take number 2. Oi. Unless that guy's right underneath MOSFET, which he is. So it might not be him. Tells about how clunky this is. It legit goes like this probably about 10% of the time. Where is the data stored? In the NAND. Nothing there. Oi! Check out that. Right there. Alright. So, the only way I can explain that is it was a partial short, but we shouldn't have got to the charger before. So why that happened out of the blue then, I don't know, but I'm pretty lucky. All in a day's work, mate. Not this. I'm getting trolled big time. That's a tight one. Yeah, it's not going to be very fun. What is this? This is Blizzard's sorted it. Shorted it? No. Blizzard's non-conductive, non-corrosive. I reckon that it was almost shorted, not fully. Perhaps dragging down. I mean, look, I'm going to call myself out right here. Some of the stuff, I don't really like talking about what it could be, should have been, whatever. I just like finding the problems and sorting them. But what I would guess from my limited technical knowledge is perhaps the power, because the phone requires roughly 3.8 volts to start up. If it had a partial short on VDD main, the main power rail that goes to everything pretty much, if when it's trying to turn on, it's not able to boot, then perhaps it could recognize that as a flat battery, because like I said, the gas gauges looked fine before. Please, let's understand that I'm just kind of winging it here. I don't fully know this. I'm just guessing. And then all of a sudden a full short happened. And when that happened, then the power is completely shorted, which means we can find it. But the partial short was causing it not to boot, but it seemed like it had enough to almost boot, which is where we're getting the flat battery. Does that make sense? Is anyone a tech in the chat? I just want to see where that was accurately again, because I don't want to take out the wrong one. All right, that second one along. Oh, I really don't like that. That's underfilled. I'm a wannabe tech. Yeah, so am I, man. Yep, makes sense. Good. As long as it makes sense. Kind of just make it up as I go along. All right. That's not a fun one to remove. We're on the other side of the CPU. Fun. We're next to the power management chip. Fun. And it's underfilled, which is also double fun. What's diggin'? Hey man, is there a way to bypass iCloud? Can't bypass iCloud. I've got software that can actually bypass passcode lock, but only up to iPhone 7, and I can only do that for legitimate owners. But iCloud I can't help out with. Rip. Anyone that offers it to you shouldn't take it up either. It's dodgy, man. Dodgy, dodgy, dodgy. Come on, let's get a good view on this. That one. You guys see that well? So that second one, this dude here. Lit. We got to remove all that underfill first, or not all of it, but just the stuff around there. And then we can remove that cap, hopefully just by knocking him off. And then if we're back to a small current draw, I don't know. There's an iCloud bypass, but it requires a baseband swap. Isn't baseband paired on most modern phones, like from iPhone 6 and above though? Underfill's like all this black crapola all around here. Why is that one lighting up when this one's all gross? I'm just going to make sure that they're both on VDD main. Because I reckon... Yeah, they are. Rant. Can you help an iPhone 5 boot loop? I can. iPhone 5s are a little bit harder. I don't have as much practice with those. I got into the industry around iPhone 6, 6S. So I don't have as much experience with those as I do these other ones. Yeah, baseband doesn't work anymore. You can't jailbreak, but you can jailbreak it and do it that way. Can we see how many orders you got? I've currently got about maybe 40 mail-ins. I really don't like doing this. No idea that was possible. Can you disable VATS on an ECU? I don't know what VATS is, man. Oh, that dude's mega loose. Look at that. I mean... Max, do you have employees? I've got 2 employees. I hired my first one about 14 months ago. And I recently took on a second one in September last year. Come on. They're both fantastic. Yeet it, we're about to. Look at that. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, bugger me. Are you a good boss? I like to think so. You'd have to ask them, but they're kind of always... Doesn't every employee say their boss is good while they got a job? But no, I think so. That came out really... Whoa! Look how burnt that dude is. Any plans to jump on Twitch? I've been looking into the difference between YouTube and Twitch, and to me it just looks like Twitch is easier to get partnered and the rest of it quicker, but YouTube has more benefit, I think. This is literally a day's work. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. I've been going an hour and a half so far, including talking and the rest of it. Dude, the thumbnail. I know. I use that thumbnail the same as everything. What's digging? The furthest away mail-in. I've done Canada, parts of UK, America. Hey, I've got a yeet coming up. Yeet! New Zealand. Have I done anywhere else? Canada, America, UK, New Zealand. I don't think I've done any other countries yet. I think that's it. See how black that is. Bruh. F's in the chat. Now, let's see. I'm hoping that this diode reading for VDD main comes back above 45, because if it is, I'm hopeful. Bruh. It's not. Still short. What's going on, mate? That's a mighty fine yeet. I appreciate it. Still shorted. Partial short. So it's not full short to ground. So full short to ground would read as just zeros across the board. I'm getting 0.045, which, or 0.022 then, but it was still hot. I'll test it again while it's full now. It's even lower. It's gonna fall short again. And I reckon it might even be that cap right next to it, because that looks pretty nasty as well. And that's odd. I've never, in the years I've been doing this, I've never seen a board short two caps like that right next to each other. Out of the blue. Bloody hell. Let's find out. Still a bit of a blizzard. Yeah, I've been smashing this one with heaps of blizzard, mate. Trying to sort this out. The worst case scenario is that it's short within the board. And if it's a short within the board layers, the only way to get data is a CPU swap. Oi! I might have been a bit preemptive there. No? Come on. Because I'm not even getting a small current draw now. Thanks for saving my MacBook. Saved all the new single drops next month. That's awesome, dude. Send us a DM. What's diggin, Max? Who's going to pick the... What? Who's going to win the Monaco Grand Prix? Man, I watch UFC. I don't watch that. I'm putting a screen on this because that's acting different. I highly doubt it, but let's see. Well, not highly. Oh, flick you guys back over here. What do we reckon? Are we getting a boot or a charger symbol again? Because we don't have a short, but the VDD main line is acting rather silly. I think this one's rip, guys. Well, not rip, it's just a board swap. And I don't get board swaps. The reason why you haven't seen any content of board swaps is I don't get them 100% of the time. So, I don't know, that kind of looks like a boot in front of me. It's not. It's back on the charger symbol. Oh, man. What can I do? I'm getting trolled. Boot. It's not going to boot. We're back on the charger symbol. What is hydra connected to that's not the gas gauge? Just give me a sec, guys. I'm going to have a look. I'll flick you guys over to this one as well. So, we're looking at hydra. This line connects to this dude over here, this filter, and he's all gross. And he connects to here. And that's all testing fine. We've just removed this cap over here. And we've still got a partial short. We've got these guys over here. This area was pretty gross. So that could be in the board there. We've got a pretty gross area over here as well. You know what I might do? I might see if injecting voltage will show anything. Is that the move? Is that the move? I'm going to quickly make sure I haven't missed anything else. Look how deep that burn is. Sorry, guys. What are we breaking tonight, good sir? An iPhone 8, but we're not doing very well with it. Sorry, I didn't even flick you guys back over. I'm a little bit stuck, to be honest. I might inject voltage. I think that's all that's left. It's all that I can do. By injecting voltage. I know, spicy cough. This is not good. How do I become a phone technician? And you just give it a go, man. Remove the cat beside the last one. I would, but it doesn't, I mean, it does look gross, doesn't it? I just don't want to keep, it's not good just to keep removing cats, but she does look a little bit funny. Holy! Bloody hell. She came off so easy. Oh, you guys didn't even see that. I'm being rubbish with this stream. Multitasking. So I literally tapped that guy and he came off straight away as well. They're both really burnt, but you're not wrong. I'm going to test that again. I'll get better with streams. Danny? In the chat. I didn't just say that randomly. Oh, man. Who said get rid of that cat next to... Which one? Remove the cat beside the last one. James Taylor. Guess what, man? Guess what, James Taylor? James Taylor. Remove that cat, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to keep doing it. And then I do it. Oh, I didn't yeet it, did I? I appreciate you saying I did good, man. James Taylor suggested to remove that cat next to the one that we just removed, and guess what just happened? We went from a partial short on VDD main to a full clear line. So rather than reading 0.45 or 0.22, which is what we're then getting, we're now getting the proper diode reading, which is around 300, 0.300. So, what's digging? Man, you can't just spam what's digging in the chat. Not cool, I'm disappointed. What are you disappointed about, Jet? What happened? Jet. Oh, where's the yeet? Sorry, man. I can't find it. It literally just knocked straight off. I've done 2 yeets, 2 or 3 yeets. Look, you ready? Yeet! Now I have to go find that tool later. Oh, guys, I'm not paying attention to the stream again. Guys, we need some notification, like some you're not paying attention. You know, do you remember MSN nudge days back in the day? Nah? Does anyone know what I'm saying, or am I too old? You used to be able, instead of Facebook and that, you used to be able to go home, getting a short straight away. Oh no, I'm not. It was a screen touching something. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Bruh. Hey, can you fix my MacBook? I can give it a crack. How are you? Yeah, the nudge would shake your whole convo. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Well, VDD main is sorted. I'm just going to check that again. VDD main sorted. VDD main. This dude here. This dude here. I really thought we were going to get somewhere then, because VDD main is good. We good? Right when I was about to inject voltage as well. Oh yeah, what's going on over here? No, he's good. She good? I'm not missing anything else, eh? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use a different power cable. In case something's going on with that power cable. I doubt it, but we'll see. NS Max. Which cam? Which cam do you want? Which cam? Last time you put a cable in as well. What was that? What was about the last time I put the cable in? Bruh. All good now. MSN pings. Take a breather. I know, this is 100%. Look, I'm terrible at giving up. And especially on stream. I don't want to... Hey guys, here's a stream of no result. I want to be able to do it. I need a result. You guys deserve a result. What's the worst phone you're working on? This one right now. Nah, a phone that's been worked on by someone else is terrible. They absolutely suck. Are we getting anything? We're not getting anything there. Hello? Nothing there. Try again. No boot, no nothing. Not the cable. I was really hoping it was going to be the cable. Wait! What? Bruh! Chat. Can we get it up for that? Oh man. What's going on? Can we not rip? I mean, chat, who just said, hang on, on a day's work, mate. I'm telling you, hydration check. Yeah, Chris, we just want to get to a screen. Hang on, I don't want you guys to see the screen in case it's someone's personal photo. So I just need to cover that real quick. Nah, we're good. Look at that. We're on the passcode screen. Can I get what's the opposite of F? Well, yeah, I know, I'm going to check the other cable. What's the opposite of F's in the chat? Because that's a successful data recovery. Brett Brooks. I know. Oh, man, I'm so pleased about that. I was getting trolled. I said that I was getting trolled, and it was by my cable. What's going on with it? What have I done? I got that spicy cough going on. Guys, we just sorted out a data recovery. An hour and 49. Bloody hell. Can we stop thinking a W? Of course it's a W, not F. Yeah, W. Of course it is. Oh, I'm so glad you guys could actually witness me doing that rather than giving up. Bruh. I'm not going to lie. When I was saying I'm getting trolled, in my head, I'm sitting there going, I feel like a schmuck. Because, like, some of these people will be like, oi, he films these TikToks like he can fix this shit. And he can't even fix this shit. And that's been half my... Like, even before I got into TikTok, I was like, how do you stream content when sometimes it doesn't work out? Confetti! Let's go. Look, don't drop gifts. I appreciate it. That's so sick. So we got a data recovery. Lit. The other thing that could be going on there, though, just a thought, is these cables that I use over here, they also connect to the charger dock, and I am changing TriStar there. And the way I just booted that, actually no, ignore that, because I just booted the phone through the charger dock. Should have switched over there. Danny Max, the gamer, the tech fixer. I give it a bit of a go. Nitpickers, my missus and me, mum, what? My missus and me, mum went brain dead? Hello, W in the chat. Head lice removal, woohoo. Oh, that's your nitpickers. What are you talking about? Glad you're back at making content, man. Really love it. Really appreciate it. I think I can call that all a day's work, mate, and end the stream. I'll probably continue on TikTok to keep chatting to you guys for a bit. I might even pick another one and get back at another one. Can we actually realize, though, that I was getting trolled by that cable? I'm so glad that I switched that around. I'm so glad. And to James, who picked out that cap next to the PMIC, the Power Management IC, on you, bro. I appreciate it. I could have kept picking that silver bit. Not that that was a good suggestion, but I didn't want to waste time on it. But all in a day's work, mate. Pretty good. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat over here, not you guys over here, and you guys down here. We need a tour of your workspace. Yeah, I can take you guys around. The chair. I mean, all in a day's work, mate. No, I appreciate it big time. Guys, I literally at one point had 150 on my YouTube, which is amazing. I really appreciate it. I'm going to do these streams more often. It's a bit hard. I have Jess, one of my employees, work with me every day. And not at all at her fault, but she's in the other room. So I'm just conscious of, because I play music during the day and like listen to podcasts, so she gets to join in with it. But I want to do these streams, but then she gets to sit there in silence. So I've got to set something up for her so she can listen to a podcast, listen to music, and obviously it not bleed out into here. So then that way it all works out for everyone. And then I can do these during the day. The goal is to do a stream a day. A stream a day, a TikTok or two a day, and then other content, which I do want to get into it. But I will, once I get into it and start doing it, that's when I'm doing it. Let's see the employees. They're not here, man. It's 10:47 at night. Go get some Bose headphones. Oh, I could get her some headphones. True. 100%. Give us a chair, lean back. I did that. Nice to meet ya. Smashed it. Really appreciate it, Peter. I love your work. What's your YouTube? Max Hawker, man. I just streamed. We just streamed this whole repair over an hour and 53. Did the repair in about an hour 47. But I'm really happy with that. Bruh, how's the auto quality? Is it peaking sometimes? Because I don't know any of this stuff. So I'm just trying to set it up, make sure it's all good for you guys, and it's all sorted. A friend of mine gave me a 12 Pro Max today, which I just upgraded. So I don't know if you guys on TikTok can see that's better. On the other streams, seeing the employees. No, I don't want to do that to them. I mean, if they wanted to, sure, but I don't want to expose people. I don't prescribe to this whole, like, I'm an influencer, I'm a social media dude and the rest of it. But to put yourself out there like this is an individual choice. I don't like the idea of forcing people to do it, if that makes sense. It's great. What's digging? Really appreciate it, man. Yeah, video and audio are great for me. That's awesome. I'm going to invest in a better microscope camera. This field of view of mine's, like, I can see like this, and you guys are only seeing like this, which is trash. How do I fix my iPhone X screen from not working? 3 vertical green lines are just a smashed screen or a damaged screen. You just need to replace it. Max, do you remember me? I messaged you about my iPhone XS that caught fire. I don't, but I'm sure if I went and looked at that DM, I definitely would remember it. Love the content. I'm going to wrap it up on YouTube because otherwise this goes for too long. And then, I don't know, it's pointless. I don't mind chatting to you guys on TikTok. I don't know, it's 10:40 on a Sunday. Probably should go to bed soon, shouldn't I? Is there anything else? Any comments in YouTube that you want me to answer before I keep going with TikTok? Is there a way to do them both, like stream both through the computer? So I can, because I do have stream keys for my TikTok. Came here from TikTok. Really appreciate it. Love the content. Makes perfect sense. All good. I'm just going to quickly flick through these comments. Guys, if you're in YouTube and you ain't subscribed, please subscribe. It means the world to me, if you could. And guys on TikTok, Max Hawker on YouTube. I would love you guys to subscribe. Would mean so much to me. We're trying to get, I am trying to get to 4,000 watch hours. Once you get to you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Once you get there, you can become monetized on YouTube, and that's a game changer for me. Do you enjoy working from home? Love it, Max, if you're still in the chat there. Literally a day's work. An hour and 47, let's be real, man. Didn't take a full day. Bummer. Robert, we got there in the end. Spicy cough. Could be a spicy cough. We do remember MSN nudging. Remember the days of Bebo. I do remember Bebo. Rip. It got working. We've got a bunch of W's. I think that's the gist of it, guys. How do we get stuff for you to repair for your content? You don't need to support the content by sending me stuff to repair. Only if you genuinely need stuff repaired, I would recommend sending it to me. But just the what do you call it? Just a website, link in bio. Christopher Moore says best post office. That's Cannonvale, mate. You know it, Chris. If that's the same Chris, man, I appreciate you being in the chat, bro. Subscribe. Thanks, Sky. Really appreciate it. Love you, Chris, man. Big time. Really do appreciate you, bro. What content did you make while in Sydney? I can't talk about it. I don't know if I can talk about it, so I won't talk about it. It'll be out in about 4 or 5 weeks. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up here on YouTube. People are already bailing. The viewership's down. But I do appreciate you guys on YouTube. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit while I hydrate on TikTok. Thank you so much for joining in. We got the dub. Dub's in the chat. All a day's work, mate. All right, I'm wrapping it up there. Appreciate